Well, as you heard in the last report, live performances can once again be a reality. Tel Aviv kicking off a concert series over the weekend that will host a handful of Israel's biggest names in music. The first concert was at Bloomfield Stadium over the weekend for green passport holders only, of course. It is my pleasure to welcome Ivri Lider to the show. He's a musician and a household name here in Israel. He was also a judge on the first season of the Israeli X Factor. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Ivri, how did it feel to be able to, first of all, be the first musician to play in the new Bloomfield Stadium, but also to have a live performance after all this time of not being able to?
Well, it was absolutely amazing, I have to say, the whole thing, because, first of all, playing with my band on like a big stage with everything, after such a long time is truly a special experience. And just like going on stage, see all those people, feel the energy, see how happy they are, how happy we are, like the whole thing, it felt like living. Like I told them I have this one song, and I keep saying at the end of the song that the world is beautiful, the world is beautiful, the world is beautiful, like as like a mantra, kind of thing. And suddenly I sang it, and it was like, it felt so, it got new meanings, like after such a long time where we couldn't do the most mundane things that we can think about, just live our lives the way we are so used to them. And we've been deprived of all those things, and then suddenly you can do that, you can meet people there and play, and it's insane. And especially and to do it in the stadium, which is so beautiful. And it's got like this, the stadium has an energy which is like super cool. And yeah, we enjoyed it. Like we went off stage really laughing and smiling, and all the band and the crew and everyone.
Right, I'm sure that was a moment that you were waiting for a very long time. I also understand that you wrote a song during lockdown. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, one of the songs I released this year, it's called the Middle East, the Mizrach HaTichon, and it's I wrote it after the first lockdown. After that first experience of being locked down in our houses, not being able to do anything, not being able to do the things we love and are so used to, and and it pushed all those emotions and lyrics out of me, so it was very fast and but intense writing that song. And now it's pretty cool singing it, because it's about, I think it will be cool to sing it for a very long time, like for many years, because it will always be about this period of time, about those days, where we couldn't go anywhere.
Right, and as you said, this year obviously has had a huge impact on all of us. Do you think that the last year is going to change people in Israel and people all over the world and their relationship with the arts?
Well, I kind of hope that people will remember how much they missed it and how much it's an important part of our lives, being able to enjoy art in that way and together, and that energy that you can only get in a concert is so unique and it's so special. And I really hope that we'll all remember that, that we will, also the artists, we will remember that we didn't have it. It's so easy to get into your routine of things. Even if we talk about performances, it becomes a routine. You enjoy it, but it's a different feeling, and to just remember how important this is for us, remember that life is about many things, and this is definitely one of them.
And before we say goodbye, do you think you could give us a hint of what you're working on right now? What can we look forward to?
Oh, wow, I'm working on so many things. The one good thing that happened with Corona is being locked in the studio for so long that I wrote a lot of new songs and a lot of new materials and tons of new projects. So So it freed a lot of my time to be creative, and that's a good thing. So there's many things like I released a new song, like this classical ballad a month ago. It's called The Empty Moment, and it has a nice video with Gam Rothberg, the actress, and we got to shoot in places that usually you can't shoot because they're really full, like an airport or a hotel. We got a whole big hotel just for us to shoot it, so that's very special. And now really soon I'm gonna release the single together with a few other artists. So that's gonna be out, and it's also kind of relevant to the times. And after that, we have so many other new things, and yeah, it's gonna be a busy year.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to hear all your new music. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. Talk to you soon. All the best.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.